Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zane, better known as the King Bahamut, and welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Country for the Game Boy Advance. In the last episode, we got through the first half of World 5, and in this episode, we're starting off with the level Elevator Antics, a level I have not been looking forward to. This level is hard, and it's also a level where I constantly forget where the bonus rooms are, but thankfully, because I played through this, I actually practiced this game before doing a Let's Play. I actually remember where this first one is. Just climb up a rope, and there's a cave entrance, and we can fail this one to keep everything running snappy. Alright, so we have ropes here to get the K. I landed in front of that mini necky. Why do I keep calling them Mickey Nennies? I don't know why. That's one of the weirder, little slips of the tongue that I've been having. Alright. Okay. So I don't think it's... Yeah, it's not this one. But there's one... There's one, patch of ropes where we'll have to keep close to the top. That's the other hallmark of this Let's Play that has been kind of a consistent thing, is me being just far enough that I run straight into enemies. Anyways, keep to the top part of this pattern of ropes here, because there is a bonus room inside. Oh, and this is a spinny barrel one, and one that we have to do in order to get the O. Fire at an angle to not avoid that token. If I remember... I think that there was something on the lower path in that section. Okay, here's the gimmick of this level. We have coal carts that serve as elevators that you can run off of and ruin having 99 lives. That was beautiful. Alright. You have to jump across these. Use this steel keg to avoid mini necky nuts. And I forget if it's... Yes, it's here. That N is kind of well hidden, and you would not be... you would be forgiven for missing it. At least starting out. Luckily, I don't think we actually have to worry about any further bonus levels until the end. So now we have elevators across zingers, and my ROM is... And my ROM froze up on me there for a second, which was not a good time for it to do that. Then again, it rarely is a good time to do that. Alright. I almost thought I was going to fall in that pit because the thing wasn't going to spawn in time. We have this mini necky that's shooting multiple nuts. Luckily, he doesn't have a hitbox on his body, so we can just jump up underneath him and bop him on the head. Alright, so we have more elevator sections here. We have to be... This part is pretty straightforward, actually. Just have to avoid zingers. Jump with good timing to avoid getting a nut to the face. And then we want to ride this elevator section all the way down and not have Diddy skid off the edge. Like a dumbass. That was so bad. Like, I was all set to have completed this level with a minimal amount of deaths and prove myself wrong that maybe this was going to be the level that was going to give me a bunch of trouble, because this was a level that gave me trouble during my practice playthrough. I think I'm turning Japanese. Actually, that's kind of a bad joke to make. Ah, now I'm messing up. I'm messing up a lot. Alright. Let's try and get through this level quickly, and preferably with minimal amount of deaths, and not jump on a clump's head. Jump on a clump, that rhymes. Leap across with good timing. Alright, and we're back to this section. I don't know why I went straight into that zinger right there, but I did. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna cut until we get to the end of that level and show off what it is I was wanting to show off. So see you in a second. Okay, back to where we were. Land on the thing, and down here is a bonus room. And inside this bonus room, we have to collect the bananas, which means shoot straight up and then fall straight down. Okay, level over. That was so much more of an annoying experience than I wanted it to. And the shitty part was, I was actually doing really well. And then Diddy decided to skid off the edge of one of the elevators for no reason. And then it became a hassle. And unfortunately, the next level isn't that much better. This is Blackout Basement. Gimmick of this level: the lights will flicker on and off every couple of seconds. And we also and they will obscure enemies in our path, which can be kind of a problem. Especially if you're trying to jump on enemies like I am, which honestly I should probably be rolling a bit more. But yeah, you have to be careful, and you also have to have good timing if you have critters that just decide to pop up at inopportune times and hit you right before you can press the roll button to get rid of them. I find it very hard to believe that that barrel did not hit that guy. Alright. This is another level where rushing through can sometimes cause you more problems than not. I was gonna say, it's honestly not that difficult of a level, but luckily the game cut me off before I could make that mistake. I don't know, visibility gimmicks are something that I am very rarely fond of in video games, because I honestly just feel like half the time they're just a really cheap way of adding difficulty. It's like, I don't mind ice physics, usually. I don't mind a lot of other things, but it's like visibility gimmicks are something that drives me nuts. And it's funny because there's actually a level coming up in the next world where it's built around a visibility gimmick, but it was made way easier in the GBA version because they neutered the visibility gimmick to the point where it's like basically non-existent. Anyways, we've gotten the halfway barrel. We have clumps, which is honestly kind of a dick move because that means that Diddy can't jump on the clump. But it's not too much of a problem because it's usually better to roll into those enemies anyway. But coming up, I believe that there's Yep, we have clap traps here, so you can't roll into those without taking a hit. So that's one where you gotta be paying attention to where they are. Ride this platform all the way down, get a bonus barrel. Find the exit. And unfortunately, the blackout obscures bonus barrels. You do have to shoot yourself into the center for the end there. And we can honestly just shoot ourselves into a pit to progress. Okay, this right here. Wait for the lights to come back on, throw the steel keg, and ride it all the way to the end. Complete with slowdown. Plow through a bunch of critters. I despawned the fucking thing. Son of a bitch. What you were supposed to do was wait for it to bounce off the wall and roll back into this wall here. That's going to be a thing that we're going to have to come back for, because I don't feel like going and doing it now. So that'll be saved for the What We Missed section. But anyways, let's go do some dancing with Candy Kong. Hi there, do you want to try out my dance studio? Just jump in the barrel to begin. This is going to be very tricky. Keep an eye on the speed of the instructions. Alright, concentration mode. I will see you in just a sec.
Time up.
Okay, apparently going concentration mode failed me. Or not. Cool, you sure know how to hit the moves. Here you go, take this. Alright, I, honest to God, thought I had failed that, but apparently I just barely qualified. And I love how I said, as soon as I said I was going into concentration mode, I immediately missed the first beat on the thing. Let's just go to Minecart Madness. Alright, this is another minecart level, but honestly, despite it being a lot later in the game, and being longer than the first minecart level, I would actually say it's a little easier. The gimmick of this level is that you can jump out of the minecart now. You're not jumping with the minecart, but out of it. And honestly, I kind of value that. Jump up here, where the bananas break, jump to get a bonus barrel. I don't remember if this is another one that I have to do all the way. I think it's just for this token. I am at 2 of every one of my tokens, except maybe espresso tokens? So I may have to be careful. And Diddy's falling down sound was pitched down there for some reason. That was a little weird. Okay. Do I bother going for the boner barrel again? Might as well. I'm just going to fall just to expedite the process. Okay, grab the O this time. You can go down there if you want to get that on guard token by just staying with the cart as it falls. I am not going to do that, because I don't need no stinking on guard minigames. As you can see, this level is based around jumping out of the minecart and jumping up to this tire to get another bonus barrel. For animal token minigames, so I am not bothering with that. I really do not need very many more lives. Alright, got all the Kong letters, so now it's just one more bonus barrel that we have to find. We have some pretty tight jumps. Thankfully still doable, but they are tight. Or you could just be an inch short of hitting the critter on the head and fall to your death. Ugh. Luckily, because I got all the Kong letters, it means I don't need to get any more of them. Alright. I also love how when you beat the critters, they like do almost a complete front flip when they get knocked out. It's like, they're so freaking dramatic. Like, every enemy just, like, falls forward or backward. Okay, this right here, I have to be kind of quick to make that jump. But anyways, go back to the left, bounce up these tires, and we have another bonus barrel. And this one's just a pretty straightforward collect bananas. Nothing too fancy. Alright. Level cleared. And we got everything. Impressive. So we got one more thing before the boss, and that's Cranky's cabin. How you doing, Grandpa?
Donkey boy, it seems like years since I last saw you. In my day, them barrels were much heavier, but I was also much bigger, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Minecart Madness is just 3 bounces away from bonuses. You already got that one though, so I don't know why I'm saying that. Banana arrows will point the best way. Is that the time? I gotta fly. Which is precisely why I'm still staying in this rocking chair. Have you noticed that I quite like doing Cranky Kong's voice? Because I do.
Alright. Boss time! It's Boss Dum-Drum. This boss was actually another one that was changed in the GBA version. What he'll do is he'll pound the ground, he'll spit out 2 enemies, in this case critters. Then you have to grab a TNT barrel and smack it into him. Then he will spit out 2 slippers. Beat them. Grab the barrel and get hit. It's actually kind of fine because Diddy is better to have for later. 2 claptraps. Hit him with a barrel. 2 clumps. Bop him. Grab barrel. Toss it at him. 2 armies. Use good timing to bop him. Throw a barrel. And he blows up. In the original Super Nintendo version, all you had to do was beat the enemies and avoid him falling on the ground. It was kind of stupid. And honestly, I prefer this version of the boss a little bit more, even though it's still not great. But anyways.
Oh dear, call that tin can a boss? Surely K. Rool can come up with better than that. Maybe a bucket. Or perhaps a really nasty fridge. Come on, you are nearly there now. Just Chimp Caverns to go.
And that is World 5 cleared. But, I can already tell that I have missed a bunch of stuff. I have 1 bonus barrel that I have to go back for. And probably a few hidden cameras, so, yeah, I'm going to have to say, I will see you later on that, because, I would really rather, not miss out on stuff in this world, so, anyways, I'm going to go back and scrounge through the levels to gather up extraneous hidden cameras and the like, and I will see you in the next episode where we start the last world of the game, Chimp Caverns. We're coming up on the end of this LP, and again, I'm kind of looking forward to the end of this one, because I got plans for the next LP. Big plans. I may be going through a bit of a paradigm shift before too long, so I got some ideas for the next thing I want to do. And until then, I am Zane, better known as the King Bahamut, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care. You know, for somebody who has played this game through at least a dozen times over the course of my life, I sure as shit seem to be bad about remembering things about it. Case in point, I actually got all of the cameras that were in this world, because the only one that is actually lying about is the one in Poison Pond, which I remembered where it was, without any issue. But, of course, there was that one bonus room at the end of Blackout Basement that I forgot. And it turns out, I kind of missed it for a stupid reason. So, like I mentioned in the LP, what you're supposed to do is basically just ride the steel keg at the end, all of the way until you get to a point where you can bounce off a wall, and it will send you careening into the left wall, where you will be able to then bounce the keg off the wall in order to open a bonus room. Go inside, and it's another round of shell game for an extra life. But in this case, Well, first off, the minigame is actually kind of neutered compared to the Super Nintendo version, because in this one, you can actually still see where the extra life is going to be, even when the lights are all blacked out. So it's not hard at all, and you'll get it. But also, once you complete this bonus minigame, win or lose, you'll be spit out right on top of the ledge where you can then collect the G at your leisure. You don't need to jump for the G in order to collect it like I did, which is why I ended up missing that bonus room. So yeah, that was a dumb mistake on my part, and I really shouldn't have done it. Anyways, let's close out this world by taking a look at the very small amount of hidden cameras that we picked up over the course of this. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode for the start of World 6 Chimp Caverns. Coming to the end of this. Oh boy.